Hello everyone, my name is Triage. Welcome back to my channel. So we're going to talk about Triage episode 12. So I enjoyed this episode as well. A lot happened. So I'm going to try to go in order. Okay, so beginning of the episode, when it was so cute when Tone had invited Karaki, forget her name, I think it's Fang. Because I told y'all, I said she has to be back, you know what I mean? She kind of got to be in the story. And so like it was cute that he had called her for help, just like when Tin did it. So it's really a parallel. But, like, in a different way, like, so many parallels. So, like, when, like, even Tone trying to get Tin to fall in love with him, like, the similarities that happen, you know, in the beginning. But I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like it worked the other way around. Like, it worked when, like, Tone was annoyed by Tin because it's like, you know, he had school and da-da-da. I feel like being the vice versa of, like, Tin being annoyed with Tone, it's just like, and I think it's because he's different. Like, this loop has him crazy. I don't think crazy is the right word, but he's like, I don't know, he's so moody and like, why are you even a doctor? And I also thought it was like so cute when Tone got the parents involved. The parents have been holding it down throughout these loops, man. They be trying to like, look, at this point, just get it together. But even when Tone... Not him trying to fake drowning with a real doctor. Boo. That only happens when you're not dealing with a real doctor. Tin was like, your breathing is normal. Like, what are you doing? Like, I was low-key embarrassed for Tone because I'm like, no, I thought you could at least really drown. I don't know. Like, it's just not you faking it. Babes, we gotta get it together. And in these loops, I wish Tin and Tone, they would just take a minute. I know they're on a time limit. I understand that. But because they're going in so, like, rushed and just, like, not thinking things through, a lot of the things they do, especially Tin in the beginning, he was struggling. If he would have just stopped, all right, breathe, think about, you know, everything that has to happen. I don't know. I feel like, you know, and especially because Tone had it easier, to be fair, because Tin had the notebook for Tone to go off of, and Tone was still going, you know, crazy. And both Tin and Tone, like, was trying to take it out on Jinta. Listen, Jinta's like, look, I gave y'all the outline. Y'all need to piece it together. Like, I already gave y'all what y'all need to do, and y'all still getting frustrated at me, and I'm trying to help y'all. You know what I mean? I'm like, don't be mad at Jinta. Okay, he's trying his best to help y'all. But I also have to real quick say, yeah, singing Gap, yeah, I told y'all, okay? That has to happen. I'm so happy that it did. But I didn't understand Gap being mad at Sing because Sing really wasn't going off. Like, you know, he could have been worse. You know what I mean? Sing is just like confused as to why Tin is so, like I said, moody. Like, girl, like you a doctor. Like, why you doing all of this? And I'm really trying to remember, like, in the beginning, Tin was not like this. He wasn't that bad. And I didn't think that he really didn't help Tone at first because he was drunk. And if that is the case, then you really shouldn't be a doctor because that's not your job to determine. Like, your job is literally just to try to save their life. Like, that's really it. Trying to figure out the truth and that's the police job. And also, it's like, how can he so quickly judge them if he doesn't know the full story? You know what I mean? Like, if somebody came in, you know, oh, he was drunk, but you don't know why he was drunk. He could have been drugged. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I don't know. I feel like if that was the case from the beginning, that was messed up. And maybe Tone helped him realize that, you know, he doesn't know the full truth, especially because remember in one of the loops when they are at the party and the whole time Tin thought he was drunk, but it was really, he got alcohol spilled on him. But yeah, like I said, if that was the case from the beginning, Tin was very much wrong for that. And you know what I mean? You should not be a doctor if that's like how you're going to do it. Like I said, your job is not to, you know find out the truth, Your job is just to save their life. And his sister being like a sensitive subject, I could see it being sensitive for sure. But again, like if my thing is like, if you know what happened and you didn't like it, why not just switch professions at this point or switch hospitals? Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like if that really messed you up that bad, you shouldn't even work at that same hospital that, like, that tragic event happened at. Because you're steady going to blame people, you know. I don't know. I just feel like it was crazy. And then, like, the evil doctor trying to get him on board. Like, not him low-key being interested. Like, not you low-key being interested in this very much shady, like, it was just a shady mess, okay? And then, oh boy, being happy that he gonna, I guess, have a friend with him. You're trash. I can't say you either. You right there with the bullies. You're right there, babes. No one wants anything to do with you. And I thought that the doctor was gonna be like, I thought he was gonna take his kidney. You know, he was like, as long as we get the products. I'm like, oh, you better take your little minion kidney. But I don't know if that's gonna happen. And we only got one episode left, so they better wrap everything up, you know, nicely. And I'm happy that Mai and her boyfriend, they gonna get justice for her mom. Absolutely, boo. You gotta do what you gotta do. Don't, you know, listen. Y'all better go through with it too. All right, don't let them try to, you know, intimidate y'all. No. We going to court, boo. But back to Gap and Sing. Like, I didn't get why Gap was, like, so emotional about it. Like, I don't think Sing was taking it out on him. I think he was just, you know, expressing his frustrations about how Tin is being moody. And I think it made more sense, like, in, like, the previous loops of Gap being upset that Sing kept mentioning Rit, even though in the previous ones they weren't together. But, like, that made more sense to him being frustrated now because, like, he understands what's going on. So, of course, he's going to still and always talk about Rit and his situation because, I mean, he's willing to, you know, seek justice for him. Like, he got his kidney stolen. And we're at the hospital. It's not like we're at home having dinner and I'm steady talking about Rit. No, we at the hospital where everything happened. We're trying to get Tin help. Like, of course I'm going to talk about Rit. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just felt like that was a little odd, but okay. Now, one thing that hasn't changed is Gap in his forwardness. I don't know why he was trying to act innocent at the end, but no. He talking about some, so he was like, cause Sing was like, okay, well, what can I do to make it up? This man gonna talk about some, you free tomorrow? Let's go to your condo. He is so nasty. Like, he know what he want to do. Stop playing. And then Sing over here with this, like, innocent smile. Because you know what he want to do, too. Don't play. And then when Sing was, like, at his door of his condo, he was, like, texting his man or whatever. And, girl, why did he say jail? He needed jail. He said something in jail. And then Gap was like, don't be nasty. Sing or someone said, no, I meant jelly. Don't play. Those are two different words. Those are two different words. He knew what you was doing. And even his little smile, little smirk that he did after. Yeah, you know what you was doing. Don't play. But yeah, as long as they stay together, I'm good. Those are my boos right now. They cute together. Come on now. But it's crazy that the minion had captured Rit. Y'all know how I feel about Rit. That's my baby. Like, why do you say he messing with this boy? Goodness, please just leave this man alone. It's like, he can't catch a break in any of the loops. Every loop, he got something going on. And he don't do nothing, y'all. He literally go to school and try to, like, help out his mom best he can. That's literally it. He ain't even asking for nothing. But y'all won't leave my baby in peace. So my baby got captured. Oh my God, you know what I mean? This is crazy, y'all. And real quick, about Tin in the Notebook. Like, I understood him not being able to see it. I kind of figured. In the beginning, like when he was at the restaurant, because I'm like, okay, that's way too easy, right? Because I mean, he would recognize his own handwriting. And then I feel like when he was at Tone's house, I feel like he did see it. He definitely had the dream, like the flashback memory thing. And so I feel like maybe he really did see it and he's like in denial. I don't know. But again, I feel like it made more sense when Tone didn't know. And then he had the flashbacks because then he did believe. He was like, you know, something weird is going on and I know you before. I've seen you before. But Tin is just very opposite where it's like, you know, like, oh, I mean, that may be the case, but like he doesn't care. And even when Jinta and Tone was talking, I'm guessing that he's going down the wrong path. But I'm just like, did Tone really make that much of a difference in the first loop? for him to completely change this man? Again, even though he only knew him for a few days, 2 days, I think it was actually 1. No, because it kept going, and then 2. This is what I'm talking about. It was so many freaking loops. But if that is the case, but then even at the end, Tone was like, maybe Rit is the one that changed him. Girl, I don't know. But Tin need to get it together because you dragging us out, boo. We on the last episode coming up, so I need you to get it together, vibes. I also want Art to have a happy ending. I feel like we haven't gotten enough Art. I feel like we, you know what I mean? I feel like we've seen the bullies the same amount of time we've seen Art, and that's not fair. No, we could have dealt with them first 2 episodes and been done. I'm so sick of them. They could have just kept mentioning them instead of showing them because I don't think I understand how much I really dislike those characters. But anyway, that's episode 12. We're going to episode 13. You know what I mean? Let me know who your favorite character is. Let me know how you liked this series and this episode. And if you guys, you know, I don't know, because I haven't put these out yet. So, you know, if you guys have explained in previous episodes, then just know that I'm filming this like in like the span of like 2 days. So they'll be released like separately. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.